Hello! Welcome back to Minecraft Pocket Edition version 0.7. That's right, we're continuing on this ancient version, playing some more, updating you guys for the month on what I've been up to since the last time I showed you guys around, which was surprisingly not that long ago. So, you'd think I wouldn't have much done, but we've been here before, even though it might not be super familiar. I've started the last two videos in my first house over there. But we have been here before. It's the loft built atop the castle stair, which is a mouthful of a name, but if you guys remember, this was the only building up here before. Clearly that has changed. You see there are several other structures up here now. And we're gonna start right over here with a little place I like to call Outlook Ridge. Now, this is supposed to be a sort of soldier outpost where they keep their supplies. They probably have some weapons stored in here. Of course, I'm using it for myself right now. None of the soldiers are around, and oh, right, one big thing about this update, since the last time I showed you guys this world, we've gotten double chests as part of this new version that we're playing. So we can store a lot more things now in a lot more compact of places. We don't have to like be a little awkward about it with like diagonals and all that. So that's been nice. Oh, and if we go up here, we can get a nice little view. I'm planning on putting some benches and things along here so that the knights have somewhere to sit while they're on patrol. But you can see the world below, you know, all the castle we built. There's a little spider hanging out, you know, and some more of the stuff I'm going to show you in the future, like that little bit of a tower over there, whatever that is. But if we go down this way, and I'm going to probably put a little bit of a park up here. I'm feeling like there's an interesting vibe I'm going with this castle, which is the castle is half a regular castle, but half it's populated, right? There's people living here that aren't necessarily just the castle staff or the king's men. So the idea would be that there's like gonna be like control points, like the safer, like more like secure parts of the castle where there's gonna be like guard stations that are gonna be watching out. And we're probably gonna have one up here, but up here, like in this particular spot, is actually public land, right? There's going to be like a little park here, and this will lead to whatever this structure is, and I'll show you what that is later on. It's a pretty big project that I'm looking forward to. But if we head down here, we're still on the ramparts, right? And here, I feel like I'm going to put a little bit of a like a checkpoint here that'll keep people from entering the castle unless they're approved by the guards. But this links back up to a room we've seen before, another part of the castle. I might have updated how this looks, though. I don't remember what state this was in when I last showed you. And under here, I've noticed I've got a little bit more space underneath the staircase, and I might put more castle rooms down here, and I'm feeling like that's a great way to expand it, right? We can move the castle down here and have more things as I need more space through all these tunnels and things through the mountainside, which is one huge advantage to building on a mountainside. I don't need to worry so much about expanding the castle, because I can do that by digging into the mountain. But I do want to expand the castle because I want to have an impressive looking exterior. And here's a bit of a work in progress in terms of this plaza area. But here is a little tree. Now this tree, I'm not entirely sure what I wrote down here. Let me just double check. Right, it's the root of Castle Ember, and I'm not entirely sure what the story here is. I'm thinking it's either a tree that was planted before the castle was built and the castle was built around it, or maybe it was just like it was planted as soon as the castle was built, and this is the tree that grew out. I do think the castle might currently be a little bit of a mob spawner. Let me just... Yeah. Oh my gosh, alright. So that's something we're gonna have to address. That's so funny. I'm just glad they're secure in there. All right, it's like at least it's not lethal. I'm gonna have to fix that soon though. Um, don't want to deal with it now. I don't want to deal with an explosion on camera. But as you can see, there's a downstairs to it, and this is like kind of grown out through the castle. And there's going to be like a hallway down here and more rooms to the castle, and I imagine this could also connect inside on this side as well. This room might be a little bit renovated in the future. I might want more space on the right here, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it yet. Oh, I should probably address the elephant in the room. The Castle Ember Banner. Take a look at what this looks like from a little distance. Cool. It's made out of light gray and brown wool, because that was the wool I had in abundance, because I haven't used any of it, and I happen to have those sheep as like natural sheep, so I don't want to like re-dye them, because you literally cannot get either of these colors of wool by crafting at this point. Well, you can get them by crafting. There are no squids, so you can't get ink sac. There are no cocoa beans, so you can't get brown. Brown dye. So that's why you can't get either of these colors. But I decided to build this as a nice little mark, and it really helps add some depth to the castle. And like, oh, jeez. Okay, let me climb up it real carefully. It adds some depth to the castle and like gives it a lot of like some interesting height in front of it. Plus, it gives you a great view of everything down below. Oh, well, we're dead. Oh, what a tragedy. Oh, for the record, what happened there is I let go of the button, but for some reason my my game kept moving me forward. There's a good reason why I don't play on this emulator here. I play on an actual iPad that like actually lets me get a genuine experience that's not, you know, a little bit rough around the edges. So thank goodness for that. But yeah, you can see a nice view of the city down there, and well, just about. The render distance is still really small right now. But you do get a nice view of the rest of the castle, and there's one thing I've been kind of putting off showing you guys because it's so cool and I wanted to save it till last. So hold on just one moment as I climb right back down. And we walk over here. Now, I think the best way to get you guys to see this, walk over here. Bam! That is a bridge. I believe it has a name in my mind, like the road that bridge like there's a road on that bridge that goes all the way down here. You can see it like going down all the way that way, and I believe it has a name. I've just forgotten it, and I haven't written it down yet, so I might have to rename it. But there is a little more to this than just having a road and a bridge. You see, there's a building here, and this building here it has a name right here, the Watchtower Station. And the idea of the Watchtower Station is it's a very tall building with little overlook right here, kind of like, think of this as like your ticket booth area. I might even set up a little stall here later on. And you come down here, access the road, and I want this to be a minecart rail. There are no minecarts in the game right now. That'll be coming in the next update. And so look forward to that project. I'm going to be just placing a nice rail along here that'll let us ride around. And as you can see, we can just walk along the bridge for now. And right down here, the road continues. I might put in some slabs here to make walking down a little easier. But it's not too bad, especially with auto jump on this this version of the game. And it goes all the way down, right down here where I'm flattening land out, as you can see. work on the next big project, the town square. But right now, as you can see, we're still very much a work in progress. All we have is the museum, which I showed you guys last time. That hasn't been updated yet. That will be updated very soon. Let me just take a quick nap so I don't get killed again. That's about it. That's this area for now. This will probably be the next area I focus on. In fact, I've been meaning to focus on it for a while, but it's a very expensive area to build for. It'll take a lot of work to get this area into good condition. It's going to take a lot of expensive blocks if I want to use stuff like colored wool. And on top of all of that, I do have one last thing I want to show you guys. You see, up here, there's a little hole. And that little hole is going to start growing very soon. Because you see, this hole is a pretty big hole, actually. And it leads right the way down to the mines. And I want this to be the main entrance. I want to expand this, build up the foundations that I have set up there, and slowly raise them up all the way to the top, make them a massive tower that looms over this area of the world. And my plan there is going to be to have this be like a huge monument, right? And that's that's something I'm really looking forward to, but it's gonna take a while to get there. As you can see, for the moment, we just have what I've showed you guys before, the foundations. And here are all your names, because as usual, I've been adding everyone's names to the foundation, and here's where I'm putting them right now. So if you want your name added to this list, all you gotta do, leave a little comment, and it's sort of a metaphor, right? Like, well, not it's not that deep, but it's a bit of a metaphor in that, like, you guys are the foundations of this channel, so I'm going to write your names into the foundations of this mine, which is like a big pillar monument in my world. So you guys can look forward to that. And yeah, I don't know exactly what other kinds of rooms I'm going to build as I climb up here, but I'll think of them as they come. I'm gonna keep digging out this hole in the meantime as well. And yeah, that's sort of where we're at in this world. And I hope you guys have been enjoying these little updates. I fully expect to do one within the next month to give you your monthly update on what's been going on. And so I hope you stick around and enjoy that. But yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you whenever you next decide to tune in. Bye!